So listen, there's a man, a small, shriveled, desperate man, a man with the moral might of a damp paper straw and the ego of 1,000 collapsing suns, sitting up there on his self-built throne of lies, claiming once again, with that trademark toddler tantrum timber, that he has done nothing wrong. The emperor with no clothes, no class, no courage, and apparently no calendar. Because last week he swore this entire scandal was a hoax. And then he ordered his DOJ to investigate the very hoax he swore was a hoax, so he can later say, "So sorry, ongoing investigation. By law, my hands are tied." By law. Baby, he chose those words like a snake chooses tall grass. Because today, right on cue, I'm sure Pam Bondi will come sashaying into whatever's left of the White House like a soap opera side bitch whose storyline was cut for bad timing. Mascara melting, making tiny little rivers down her face, sniffling. "Sorry, I'm so sorry, sir. I would love to release the files, sir, but, there's always a but with these butt sniffers. But by law, she'll bawl. We can't reveal anything when there's an active investigation." Investigation into what? The hoax she swore was a hoax months ago? She said didn't exist? It was all done here? Nothing left to investigate? That hoax? Or the hoax he invented so he could investigate the hoax so he could block the evidence of the not hoax that implicates him in the actual thing he insists is a hoax? It's corruption by Mobius Strip. Crime by Ouroboros. A serpent swallowing its tail while swearing it's being framed by the tail. Stupid at scale. Stupid, so staggering it bends light. And he really thinks the American people, the same ones footing the bill for his golf trips, his grifts, his gaudy self-worship-palooza, are just going to shrug and say, okay, I guess that makes sense. No, this isn't alpha behavior. It's not even beta behavior. This is micro-penis energy masquerading as machismo. This is cowardice cosplaying as command. This is the manliest man baby ever, screaming, "I'm innocent," while sprinting from every form of accountability like it's cardio. And the more he hedges, the deeper it goes, the darker it gets. The more we see the rot, the mold, the infestation, spreading like a disease that our institutions never vaccinated against. Corruption doesn't just appear, it metastasizes. It feeds, it flourishes, it flowers. And right now it's blooming in colors only nightmares growing. And while we're gagging on the fumes of his fraud, Sweden, sweet, neutral, polite Sweden, gets favorable tariff rates because they dropped off a Rolex desk clock worth at least $100,000. And a personalized gold bar? A gold bar. So tell me again about the forgotten man. Tell me again about America First. Tell me again about draining the swamp while he sells the nation like a techie timeshare rep on commission. This isn't populism. This is plutocratic porn for the rich. Racist, regressive reprobates who get off on other people's suffering. This is the ruling class revving its engines, drooling over deregulation like dogs over dinner scraps. They don't want progress. They want the late 1800s. Foul water, filthy air, children coughing on coal dust, and for sale after work. Zero regulation, zero rights, zero recourse. Bodies broken for dividends, lives fed into factories like kindling. They want us sick, scared, scattered, and silent. And I say this with my whole chest. We're not going back. Not to barren rights, not to poisoned rivers, not to Gilded Age greed dressed up as patriotism, not to the era where suffering was a feature, not a flaw. We're not returning to the past they fetishize like the world's worst Renaissance fair. Not happening. They want to drag us back over our own bodies. And baby, they're going to have to do it over our deleted bodies because we're done being data points for their dystopia. The disease is spreading, but so is the outrage. The anger is awake, and the people are paying attention. And this emperor with no clothes, no courage, no conscience, this man trying so desperately to dodge judgment, is about to learn. You can delay truth, but you can't deny it. You can hide the files, but you can't hide from the fire. You can shutter the evidence, but you cannot shut us up. Because this isn't going away. Not tomorrow, not ever. Not until corruption is cornered, caged, called what the fuck it is. Not until this nation stops rotting at its roots and starts blooming again in the sunlight he spent years trying to blot from the sky. We see him. We see all of them. And we're not blinking.